Welcome, welcome to the online English class. Well, my dear friend, on Saturday we have finished the part 1 of the story, the 100 races. Now the 100 races part 2. In previous chapter, we have read about Wanda Podolsky, who was a polished girl. And she was living in a bogging site. But her friend, Peggy and Maddie used to tease her. Peggy and Maddie used to tease her on account of her body shame. The term, it's in modern English, a new word. Body shame you might not be knowing, but I am repeating it up every day so that you can learn. Body shame, when we comment upon somebody's appearance, somebody's dress, somebody's hairstyle, somebody's peculiar dressing sense. These categories are body shame. As Wanda Podolsky was a poor girl, she only used to put on blue faded dress. Besides this, she had an uncommon name, Wanda Podolsky. As she was an American. She was what? Polish American. She was Polish American. Who are called Polish American? Who came to India from Poland. कहाँ से आए? पोलैंड से आए. शिकागो एंड पोलैंड in 1608. कब आए? 1608 में. And settled in America, and they are called Polish American. They were not American. They came from Poland, but settled in America. That is why they are called Polish American. Here you see how she was treated and how she get rid of. In the end of the story, you have read that Wanda Podolsky won the prize, the first prize, drawing competition. She painted 100 dresses, all colorful, elegant, different design. So here you see, my dear friend, the game that Peggy invented. It was Peggy who invented the game of 100 dresses. She often used to irritate Wanda Podolsky, often used to ask the question that how many dresses she had. And this game, the answer was 100 dresses. And how she, in spite of, you see, how she was given the last corner seat. In spite of all the hurdle, all the difficulties, she came out of flying colors. She became first. So this is what the story is about. Now come to the second part of the story. When the class was cleaning, when the class was circling the room, monitor from the principal's office brought Miss Mason's note. Miss Mason's note, there was a note from the principals that came to the class. Miss Mason read it in several times and studied it thoroughly for a while. Then she clapped her hands. Here the story starts with what? That the class was circling the room. The monitor from the principal's office brought Mason's note. Who brought? The monitor. The monitor from office brought here you see the monitor from the principal's office brought Miss Mason a note. Miss Mason, the class teacher, room number 13. A note was sent to the classroom, room number 13, where Wanda Petronsky used to study. Miss Mason read it. Miss Mason read it several times and studied it thoroughly for a while. Thoroughly, that is completely. Thoroughly, that is completely. And she read it thoughtfully also. Thoughtfully. 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 Thinkingly, she reads the letter thoughtfully. Then she clapped. Clapped her hand. Attention class. What she said? Attention. Everybody back to their seat. When the shuffling of the feet had stopped and the room was still and quiet, Miss Mason said, I have a letter from Vanda's father. What she said? That she had a, what she said? She said, I have a letter. Miss Mason said, I have a letter. I have a letter from Vanda. Father. Here you see the letter that was brought by principal's monitor to the room number 13 and was given to Miss Mason, the class teacher, Vanda Petronsky's class teacher. The letter was given to her. She read it thoughtfully, again and again, and then she clapped. Clapped what? To attention, like that, clap. Attention, be seated. He ordered the student to sit quietly and said, what he said? That I have a letter from Vanda's father. Whose letter it was? Vanda's father. That he want to read to you, to the class room 13. Is it okay? Miss Mason said, I have a letter from Vanda's father. So it is very clear that the letter came from Vanda's father. The letter was from Vanda's father. So what he said? Miss Mason stood there a moment, and the silence in the room grew tense and expanded. The teacher adjusted her glass slowly and deliberately. Her manner indicated that was coming this letter from Vanda's father. It was a matter of great importance. Letter coming from Vanda's father was a matter of great importance. This is a phrase, matter of great importance. Please note down. Please note down. Matter of great importance. Matter of great importance. Matter of great importance. What was the matter of great importance? Letter of Vanda's father. Coming of a letter. That was a great thing. Now, everybody listened closely as Miss Mason read the brief note. What was the letter? Here you see. I am reading for you. Dear teacher, my Vanda will not come to your school anymore. Look at it. Dear teacher, my Vanda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also, his brother. Now we move away to the big city. Now they are moving to the big city. Nor more holler poller. No more asked why funny names. Plenty of funny name is the big city. Look, now we are moving in a big city where there are so many peculiar names like Vanda Petronsky. Here you see a father's letter reveals his pain and his suffering, that how his children was made suffer in the classroom by his classmates. Is it very poor, my dear? A classmate, if somebody making fun in class by his classmate, it is the worst thing that somebody can do it. And Peggy, she was not a bad girl by heart. But who has given her right to tease her in the classroom? Here you see, read the letter, what he said, that now we move to the big city. No more holler poller. Now no nonsense is there. No more ask why funny names. Now there in the big city, nobody will ask why The big nickname Petra, Venda Petronsky you have. That is bad in it, if somebody has its name. Plenty of funny name in the big city. In the big city, there are plenty of people who are what? Polish, any other. Metropolitan. A big city is a metropolitan. International culture, where the people of different country, different state, different caste, different religion, they live there. So, this is the benefit of a big city. In big city, there are so many people who are unique, but who cares? It is the small city that cares a lot. And we should, actually the people who are living in the small place, they are of course narrow. Peggy was a narrow-minded girl. Medi was also narrow-minded. Of course, they waited. Every day they waited on the way home to the school so that they can make a fun. I am against it. We don't have a right to make fun of our classmates, our friends. So here you see. Matter of grave importance. If a letter against the school, father's letter. Yours truly, Jane Petronsky, father. There was a deep silence. On hearing the letter, see the reaction. There was a deep silence. On hearing the letter, there was a deep silence. Why there was a deep silence? On hearing Vendas Petronsky's father letter, Jane Petronsky, or Jane Petronsky, Venda father, Petronsky. Venda's father. Here you see. Venda's father, James Petronsky. On hearing the letter, there was a deep silence. Why there was a deep silence? Little did they know, little did the classmate know that their fun will take a worse turn. Dear friend, if you are making a fun and if it is beyond tolerant, it is a negative thing for you. What I want to tell you, that you should not be negative. We should not tell any negative words, any negative comments to our classmates. And if somebody is doing this, oppose it. Make him correct. No, this is not good. In a class, there should be healthy environment. A man should not be judged by his appearance. A friend, a classmate should not be judged by his caste, his religion, etc., etc. After all, he is your friend. Religion comes far next. It is class 10th H, and people of different belief is reading in this. That is why it is called class. It is a group. And 5 in a group. People may have different opinion, but that is a group. They believe in one thing, that is the brotherhood, the universal brotherhood. So here you see that on hearing the letter, there was a deep silence. Mid the reading letter, Miss Mashan took her glass, blew on them, wiped them on her soft white handkerchief. Then she put them again and looked at it, the glass. When she spoke, her voice was very low. I am sure, these are the words of Miss Mason. I am sure that none of the boys and the girl in the room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anybody's feelings. Purposely. Do you agree? Do you agree that Venda was not purposely? I suppose yes. Otherwise, why? Why they remain there for a long, they waited long, they are on the way to the school so that they can have fun with Venda. Of course, they were children. And children hardly have some purpose. Their purpose is to only enjoyment, of fun, laughter. बच्चे का कोई purpose नहीं हो सकता. Yes, Sonu Kumar, what do you want? Hello, Sonu. Hello, Mr. Sonu Kumar. What do you want to ask? Please ask. You have raised your hand. Yes. Yes. Okay. What's your arm that none of the boys and girls in the room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt. Purposely and deliberately hurt anybody's feeling because his or her name happened to be long, unfamiliar. I prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. What were the here? Look at the teachers consoling. Look at the words. What he said. I'm sure that none of the boys and girls deliberately. Here you see. Here you see. Here you see. This is the teacher's opinion. A child would purposely or deliberately. There was no purpose. Knowingly, intentionally. There is no intention. It was just for fun's sake. Cracking joke, laughing, or commenting upon. But this is what? There should not be purposely, deliberately, intentionally. Intentionally, we should not insult anybody else. Okay? So here it is the purpose. What is said? What was said in the thoughtfulness? I know that all of you feel the way I do. That is the very unfortunate thing to have happened. According to class teacher, it was the worst or unfortunate. This should not. If anybody is deliberately, purposely, intentionally trying to poke or make fun of somebody, it is beyond toleration. So here, unfortunate thing to have happened, unfortunate and sad both, and I want you all to think about it. Think about it, that whether the way they behaved, they teased Vanda Potronsky, bearing a common name, putting on the same blue faded dress. It should not be. Think about it. So this is what the Mason said. Now come to the next. The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lesson, but she could not put her mind on her work. Look at the reaction. Maddie could not concentrate on her lesson. The reason was that she was disturbed. She had a very sick feeling in the bottom of her stomach. Sick feeling. Look at very good friend Maddie and Maddie had a very sick feeling. Look at the reaction. Sick feeling. Why she was feeling sick? She was feeling sick because of Vendas Patransky's father later. She could understand the pain that the father might have felt while writing that letter.